I got it and I sent it. I made sure that it got into specific hands before it was known that we had it. I have it. I'll get it to you. I know Mexican homie did talk about bits. So, I'm sorry. I'm struggling here. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, there's the second book, and it is gross. It is gross. And when I saw it, I wanted... Can y'all hear the echo before I start going crazy? Hi, Becky Lynn. Hi, Rachel. You can hear the echo? Okay. Then I'm good. All right. It was sent to me a bit back, right? I sent it... I wanted two people to have it. Amazon and CPS, because she dogs the fuck out of CPS in that book. Pamphlet, you're right. It's not a pamphlet. It is probably one of the most exploitive things I've ever seen about a child. I guess that she's trying to elicit emotion, but the way it comes across is brutal. I couldn't finish it. I think that I read a couple of the chapters. I know that's not how it went. So I just kind of passed it where it needed to go, and I still haven't read it all. It was disgusting. It is disgusting the way that she twists the events. Also, Gabi, you didn't beat the bullies. You didn't beat them. You dropped the case, babe. Why'd you drop the case? Weird. It's not worth a read. If you thought the first one was bad, okay, hold on. I have up to what was released. Hi. I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it. She copied and pasted the same chapter multiple times. I thought I was going crazy, right? Because I still have some issues. I'm the leader of the cult. Good, charge me, bitch. Charge me. Charge me. Bet you won't. Yeah, she copied and pasted. I meant to go into my email to pull it up. Hold on. I'll show you what I mean. There were several. I'm looking for the book. I'm sorry. Hi, Rose Sophie. But she wrote a book, y'all. What up, witch, please? How are you? I'm looking for you. The person that sent me the email. Let me just do it this way. Hi. We're a cult. Oh, God. Hi, Court. How are you? I have so many emails from the Thanksgiving stuff, so just give me a second. It may take me a second. I'm sorry. So there were multiple chapters. I gotcha. Hi, Samantha. What up, recovery bestie? How are you? Hi, Jerry. We're going to jail. I know. So the day that I heard that little fiasco with Danny and Gabi, I tried to hop in boxes that were pretty full of people, and I told y'all, hit me up. I will cash app you some money. Come talk that shit to my face. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. So I offered that a couple of days ago. Hi, Dora Lindsay, how are you? And we got nowhere. What happened? What happened? There are multiple chapters, okay? And Gabi, we know you didn't write this, right? Thank you, Alicia. I'm feeling better. We know you didn't write this, right? Super weird. It's super weird. When you copy and pasted these chapters from ChatGPT, you did the same chapter. I think it's 6 and 7, actually. Hold on. But when I was reading it, right, I still had some residual effects. This is the second book, yeah. I still had some residual, like I still have trouble, hi Crazy Bee, retaining information. Does that make sense? Like, so when I was reading it at first, I was like, right, I thought it was me. And then I was like, oh, hi Lori. I was like, oh no, she definitely copied and pasted this, hi Bugs, multiple times. Gabi, we know you didn't write this, babe. I believe you. I believe that, Summer Bee. Do you know that that's an up and coming thing now? Hi, sweet. Do you know that that's like a thing? Internet munch. Yeah, there's multiple chapters written here. Let's say when TikTok became the judge. Girl, you know that even if you take the dash out, we still know you didn't write this. Hi, I am. As soon as I get back to work full time, I'll feel much better. Okay? We know you didn't write this. They only mentioned the parts they could spin into hate. TikTok wasn't justice. It was a mob. A mob that had gotten so loud that CPS listened to them more than they listened to me. Can't possibly be that you're just a fucking liar. And they keep catching you in lies. That can't be it. What up, Raquel? How are you? Can't be that. The safety plan trap. Gabi, I think you should... Hi, Nikki. I think you should read this chapter. Hi, nosy one. Now, I think that you should read this chapter, okay? Chapter 6, you should read that right now, okay? Hi, Billie Jean. Because, let me tell you why. Hi. Yes, I know. I keep getting better. Thank you. The truth is, CPS makes it impossible to say no. I thought it was voluntary. It's not voluntary anymore, right? It's not voluntary anymore. So I think that you might want to read, hi Struggles, I hope you're doing all right. I think that you might want to read this now while you're sitting on live streams debating staying off mental health meds, because your managed mental health was 100% a very big part of this safety plan. And Aaron, you are a bitch. You hear me? Bitch. Find your spine, buddy. Right, and that's the thing too, right? Hi Veda, how are you? When I had CPS involvement, I talked about this recently. I was always like, hey, I'm gonna just do whatever the fuck you want me to do because my kids were my priority, right? I've never seen people so blatantly be like, fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want. Because you're literally messing with the agency that has so much fucking power, okay? First. Secondly, Gabs, DCF should be taking care of Christmas. So what do you need the wish list for? Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate you. What do you need the wish list for? If you tell DCF, you're a night nurse. Hey, thank you, y'all. That's exactly what it is. What do you need that wish list for? Also, I know that I have a bunch of y'all in my DMs with the stuff that I asked for, and I appreciate y'all. What I am currently stuck on right now, and I do think I just found it. Remember the other day when I asked if anybody had information on the provider side of my chart, right? I was a little unclear, I'm sorry, with what I needed, okay? I need somebody that's gonna put their certification in a statement. That's what I need. I need somebody that is going to be able to look at these documents and tell me why they couldn't have been written by a medical professional. And I understand that a lot of people don't want to do that, but I do think I just found somebody. I understand that a lot of people don't want to do that because then it becomes a part of what's going on here. But I do think I just found somebody. Oh, I know. I love the polo bear. I love the polo bear. Hi, Deacon. I do think that literally just before I came live, it's a polo bear shirt. So there are so many mistakes in those papers, and I know that, but by looking at them, but I don't have the certification there to make that report heavier. Do you understand what I mean? Thank you. I don't know, sincerely yours, and I haven't seen proof either way. Hi, Kiki. But that's what I needed, and I do think I just got it. But there were a couple of people that hit me up, and I wasn't very clear, but it's being worked on. That's really all I could say. You work for, okay, psychology, but are you willing to put your certification on a statement? That's the problem that I'm having. And I understand that. I understand that people don't want to get involved there. I understand why. I understand that. But that's what I need. And oh, I love polar bears. That's what I need. And why I need it is because that gives credence to hi Callie girl, to the report being made. Do you understand? I can't go. Hi little Reds, how are you? Can a mod pin it? I missed it, y'all. It doesn't, because what I need somebody that is familiar with the provider side. Does that make sense? So it doesn't necessarily matter if you're in the same state, because the program would be all together. Does that make sense? And that's kind of what's been holding me up, to be honest. Oh, is it? Thank you. I am. I feel a lot better. I can't. Crazy Bee, can you say it again? But that is what is gonna, right, it's like bingo. I did ask Mike, why she's able to continue getting away with it. Hi, Shauna. And I'm just not going to say what he told me, because if I do, it gives her a heads up. And sometimes people need to stop doing that. I know I said it the other day, but yes, please do. In my link tree, hi Anita, in my link tree, I'm going to try to get through my DMs today. I'm also going to start taking care of the Thanksgiving orders, okay? I can't use my iPad, and that's where the dock is. There are 50 families, over 250 people that I am trying to take care of. I have a bunch of emails from the people that I requested the other day. I know. I'm going to start the delivery orders first, because they're going to need a little bit more time, right? But I'm working on it. I'm hoping to get it done this week. I know, Callie girl. And I appreciate y'all. I did not, last year, I think we did like 20 families maybe, but I did gift cards last year. And when I wasn't going to do it this year, even though I got probably 10 emails, hi sugar, before I even announced it, right? Hi Cupcake. So I knew that it was going to be bigger, but I didn't know it was going to be this big. So big that I had to stop it. I had to stop taking entries because I didn't want to turn people away. Perfectly, we've spoken to them. And that's what, like, when we were in Cape Coral, we were doing other things as well. We were trying to get some things done. I know there is somebody that asked me, it's in my iPad. There is somebody that asked me if there was a family in Kentucky, and there is. I think that there's 2 in Kentucky. I wish I could, maybe I can. Hold on. Maybe because, no, I don't have the app in here. I'm not the best. I just try to do the right thing. And I know that the people that are on this platform are like me. They want to help where they can help, right? And that's why. But after this, I think I'm done for a bit. I don't mind. There's people that hit me up with all kinds of things. Also, let me just be clear. There are people everywhere. There are people in pretty much every state. I don't know Michigan. I don't remember off the top of my head, and I don't want to start digging through. Hi, Kick Rocks. There are some in Texas. There are some in Georgia. But also, it becomes this, what's the right word? Personal information, right? Like, they're giving me, hi, message deleted. They're giving me their delivery addresses or their pickup location, because I do prefer to pick up. I do prefer to have them pick it up. It's also less information for me. I'm going to have to go into a Walmart and make these orders so that they don't block me again. So that's what I was going to do. Thank you for bringing me back. Last year, hi, blessed. Last year I did gift cards. But then I wasn't going to do it this year. I had already received a bunch of, hi Stagey, I had already received a bunch of emails asking me if I was going to do something for it. And I was like, but then I saw, then I saw the Walmart deal, and then that's where I started. And then I went into, there's, what if they don't have a Walmart but they have an Amazon, or they have an Aldi's, because Walmart, Target, Aldi's, and Amazon all have this Thanksgiving deal. So I figured it was better that I give them that option. And also I think that I want to, I said this before, no, you're good. I said this before, where last year when I did the DV thing for Christmas, although it was a good thing and those kids probably wouldn't have had Christmas, it's still, I would prefer to keep it within my people. I know, because there's so many people that support me that are struggling. And I just prefer to give back to them if I can. And everybody is vetted. I want to make sure people understand that. If they're sending me medical documentations, police documentations, their EBT card, everybody is vetted. So I think that that's one thing that people don't necessarily understand, is that y'all just watch it, right? But me on the back end, all right, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop, because I'm constantly trying to verify this part, add them to the list. It's not as simple as people think it is. Okay? And last year I wound up, the people that I helped last year, they all sent me, hi Miss Chris, how are you? Medical documentation, all kinds of shit. I went to the gift card route because I'm in Florida, because that was the easiest way for me to get it done. Hi, JC. And Walmart blocked my card. So I had to start doing different, like, it was insane, and it was a lot smaller then. Listen, it was freezing here for the past couple of days. It was freezing here for the last couple of days. Legitimately like 40 degrees. So don't worry, you're not the only one. So I think that, like, it's easy for people to say, hi, Sherry. Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. It's easy for people to say, oh, well, she gave them gift cards. Yeah, do you know how I got to that, though? Oh, no. What I did was I Googled the approximate amount to feed a family of 4, and then that's how I did the math to decide how much I gave them in a gift card. What they did with that is not my problem. I did my part. And people posted their meals proving that that's what they did with it. It's super weird that people that literally never do a fucking thing always got something to say. It's strange. But I think that, and that's the thing, I don't want to, it takes a lot of time on my side, no matter which way I go. It doesn't matter. But I don't want to run into that. I don't want to run into that, okay? And then, so this is another thing. I will never tell people, I know that people, no, I don't want to know. Don't tell me. There are a couple of people that are hitting me up about situations going on and which direction they could go in, but that's the lengths I'm going to. That's it. I will point people in the directions of what to do, but outside of that, I got nothing. It takes time. But I do what I can, right? And I will never release that information. ever. If somebody wants to get up on here and say I gave them $500 to pay their rent, that's their responsibility. It ain't mine. Never gonna be mine. I will never do that. If somebody comes to me for help, it is private. And y'all have no idea how many people come to me for all kinds of different things. And if I can't help them, I send them in the direction of somebody that can. Hi, Sin. Hi, Find Out. Oh, you're good. Yeah. Everything all right? Misbehaving, it's not a topic I'm going to speak on. I don't want anything to do with it. I don't. I might crack jokes or do some kind of shit like, but it's not my business, and I'm just gonna keep it moving. I think that, and I'm only saying this because I've been on that side of things, right? I think that there's a lot of miscommunications in all kinds of different areas, right? I'm staying in my own lane. There are people that I talk to, that I have relationships with, that they hate each other, dude. They hate each other. It's none of my business. I keep my relationships with people completely separate. Right, me too, Sugar Skulls. And I'm good there. Trust me, I'm good there. But whatever people have going on with other people, nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I prefer, and as long as it doesn't get brought to my chat, I don't care, right? Oh, what up, Spanish Dad? How are you? Right, beautiful. And I really try, because it gets done to me all the time. Hi, Spider, right? I appreciate you, Javi. It gets done to me all the time. People talk shit, right? People fucking run with it and winds up in like Ethiopia, right? I don't want to do that to somebody else, and just in my position, I don't want to go to people and ask either, because then it's like, the villain did this. I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want nothing to do with it. Well, John is in my closet, Little Reds, so that spot is kind of taken. I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want nothing to do, and you're better off. You're better off. You are. Hi, Winterloo. Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, he's, I know. Well, yeah, right. And listen, there's so much going on. Everybody, I'm sorry. No, he's staying there. He's staying there. Hi, Melanie. TikTok streets are insane. But like, here's the thing. I'm going to tell y'all, I did have another, tell him to move rope to duct tape. You're right. Oh, beautiful. I'm going to say this, and then I'm not going to mention it again. I feel like I have aged. And let me let me explain this a little bit before people don't understand what I mean. I feel like my internet life, I've grown and gone through so much that like I could see situations before it's coming. Right? Yeah, he's been grounded. I could see that's gonna be a problem, right? I could see it. When you have the same individual purposely centering themselves around lolcows, giving them money, and then flipping it, if you're talking about somebody and I want to make sure that people understand what I'm about to say here, okay? Because I am not about to defend JJ, all right? But if you're talking about giving JJ money, right? Haven't you given Tracy money? Don't give anybody money. Just keep it at that. And I was talking to somebody this morning, and I understand, because I get people offer me shit all the time. Every day there's somebody trying to send me something, right? Right. Me neither, Shelly. It gets, when there is cash involved, it gets very sticky. But at what point do you say, you know better? Why do you continue to center yourself around people that are highly controversial? Does that make sense? Hold on, what was that? I do. The link to my merch is in my bio, and I always donate. I actually, just so everybody understands, every time I get a merch payout, I give a percentage of that to Main Mayor to feed his neighborhood store. And I've actually been thinking about also giving a percentage to Unsilenced, because I don't do it for money. I don't. And I want to, I don't know. Hi, Lisa. Listen, my nails need to be done. Spanish Dad makes my merch. He's in the chat. He's too busy for his bestie these days, you know? But he's good people. But that's just my opinion. If you people, how many scammers are we gonna give money to? Thank you, Alicia. And then say, hi Maggie May, and then say that you're the victim. Nope. So, bro, and that's another thing. Listen to me. When I say that I've given away triple the money I've made on this app, I fucking mean it. There's receipts there. If those people don't want to get up on this bitch, I appreciate you, Javi. If those people don't want to get on this bitch and say that I paid this or I did that, that's their prerogative. I'm not going to do it. They trusted me with their personal information and asked me for help. And I said it before and I'll say it again. If you give to somebody and it's from your heart, you don't need recognition for it. So ask yourself why the people that I help never figure. I mean, there have been a couple that made comments and said, well, she helped me with this, right? But I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to get on this app and say, I gave Spanish Dad $200 because he needed to pay his electric bill. Not that happens. I'm just using him as an example. But if you're going to give something to somebody and then throw it in their face, it takes away the intention behind it. 110%. I don't care who that person is. Because from where I'm sitting, it just looks like you're doing it so that you could flip the script and be a victim. And I'm going to say it again. I am not defending JJ. I'm not. But right is right and wrong is wrong, isn't it? Right, and listen, I try so hard. I really do, how can I say this? I really don't help, that's Main May I got that from. I really don't help the same person twice. Unless there is some type of extenuating circumstances there, okay? I usually keep it pretty simple. I'll help here, I'll help there. Since I got hit, I'm sorry. Since I got hit, I haven't been able to do much because I use this income to do it, first. Secondly, I lost my Amber, period. I don't mind helping people where it's like an emergency or, something came up, they're in a situation and they need to get out of it. I don't mind helping that. But if you're going to consistently ask, that's different in my opinion, right? Like that, what are you doing to try to help yourself? And you'll be surprised how many people reach out to me and don't necessarily ask for money, they do ask for resources, right? And I help them with that too. It is. And I know that there is the economy is just shit right now, y'all. And I understand that. And I understand, like, I grew up with a single mother who busted her ass, you know? So I understand that with children in this economy, yeah, it's super difficult. I get that. And I'm never going to shit on somebody for needing help with that, right? Me too, Morgan. Me too. Well, right. And listen, I will never understand that mentality because I'm on the other spectrum, right? Thanks, Botched. I'm more of a workaholic. Even if it isn't the videos that I've been posting on YouTube about the boarding school, hours of editing, because I have to redact, especially in the ones that are coming up. Hi, there's going to be student testimony coming up, right? And I know, even though a lot of it is public, I'm not going to do that to them. Yeah, wild pineapples is crazy. So let me just make a disclaimer. Just because you email me and ask me doesn't mean I'm going to do it. Okay? Hi, mechanic. That stuff takes me time. It takes me time. And thankfully, I'm not working full-time yet. I'd love to, but the doctor isn't fucking letting me. So it's spent doing that stuff and trying to get it done. Yesterday I went to work. I had the doctor after work, and then I came home and filmed and edited and uploaded. Struggles, right? Do you live in a warm place, Amber? Because, right, it's so crazy, Nana. It's so crazy. I actually was tested for fibromyalgia years ago, right? I'm telling you, listen to me. I say it a lot, and I used to think it was a myth. I used to say that listen, don't tell me that. Yes, Regina, I screen recorded it. Last time I forgot, so I had to download, the replay because I get distracted. That's why at the beginning of this, I said, wait a second, let me make sure I'm fucking doing this. It is, and but I promise you that the warmer climate really does make a difference. And I know that people, I used to think it was a myth, but I promise you, last year in Jersey, there were days, hi Kim, there were days I couldn't even walk. Like I didn't even want to get out of bed, and I still managed to go to work. Not because I needed to, okay, but because it's good for my mind, I guess. Right, I really understand, and I get it. But I promise you, and I know I am, Regina. I know that's right. Also, I forgot to text. Hold on. I wanted to text my daughter because somebody texted me. Right. And I understand that it's not easy for everybody to get up and just move. But it really does make a difference. They're getting a hold on. They're getting a Wawa in Indiana. Like maybe an hour and a half away from where my daughter is in college. And that too, Court. That's a big thing for me too, honestly. I don't like if you're doing everything you can to help yourself and it's just the way things are. I know. Do you love it? And I meant to text her, but her thesis was due. The first draft for her thesis was due today, and the Wi-Fi is down. I love Wawa. Yeah, I love Wawa. You're getting a Wawa too? They're expanding. They're everywhere. Do you know that they give their employees stock options? Like, they're really good to their employees. What's a Wawa? She said. Stalkers, did I just see you come in? hold on, let me get, she said, and I said to Snorkers when she told me, I said, hold on a second, I'm sorry, y'all. She said that she was getting, and I said, oh, my daughter's going to love that, right? So I just texted her, and I said, there's a Wawa coming. She said, it's there already, trust. I've been there multiple times. And because I told you, my daughter will drive for it. There's one by the airport, yeah. There's one by Indy. Listen, I like Buc-ee's too. But they're really good for their, yeah, she's, the frame is, they build them so fast. Nah, she's in Indiana. They build so fast though, y'all. They build them really fast. Because when I lived in Florida before, yeah, my daughter's in Indiana. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm trying. Yeah, I love Wawa. Listen, Amber, it's a crapshoot over here. You never know what you're gonna get. And listen to me. I remember the other day, I like Buc-ee's, but it's different. It is different. When I was live the other day, and Wawa is a coffee place. Hi, Ray Ray. I drank a hot tea, right? What I really wanted was an eggnog latte from Starbucks. Okay. They didn't have them last year. I love hot eggnog lattes. All right. So I wanted something hot, and I was like, yeah, it's a gas station, but they do have stuff like food and drinks, coffee. Coffee is good. So I was like, I fucking want an eggnog latte. Now, I love what, oh, I'm sorry. I went, okay, to Starbucks because it told me online that they would have them later in the series in the season, like November 6th. So I was like, bet it's after, it was like November 10th. I go to Starbucks, they don't have it yet. They're going everywhere. So I just want, you didn't have it either. See, they lied. Hi, sis. They lied. I want an eggnog latte. And we also have this new, I'll see if y'all know what it is. Hold on. There's a new coffee place. Hold on. I'm going to try to, I don't remember the name. I haven't tried it yet, but the coffees look so good. Not Seven Bro, because we've had Seven Bro. Big B? Oh, I'm telling you. Hold on. Big B coffees, right? Look at this shit. Frozen butter bear. And I don't, oh, you've had it before? Oh, it's good? Oh, I might have to try it. I don't know what that is. But I was looking, because I was looking for the fucking eggnog latte, okay? And I don't really sway away from an iced mocha latte. See, I gotta try it maybe. But I was looking and I was like, oh, this stuff looks really good. Me too, Ashley, because I know this is gonna sound crazy, y'all. I don't like coffee. I normally can't drink Starbucks because of my kidneys. For some reason, it's harsher on my, like, if you don't know, my right kidney is not the greatest shape. So, right, me too. Iced mocha lattes, okay? But look at this shit. This is like, this stuff makes me want to try it. And because I don't like coffee, right, exactly, Snorkers, I don't like regular coffee. This is like iced espresso with, tastes like chocolate. Because, I'll say, I'm going to have to try it. Because I was, iced frosted sugar cookie latte. The shit looks banging. This looks banging. Have a good day, right? Wait, it gets better. Iced island bear. I don't like pumpkin. Iced fluffy clouds. This stuff looks amazing. I appreciate you, Cheryl. But I don't know. Iced teddy bear, they look so good. Right. I don't like pumpkin anything. Iced mint mocha. Iced nutty buddy. I like caramel, but like it's not my first choice. Iced coconut cream. Also, Starbucks, I know, Raggedy. I'm like, I know people are like, you don't like pumpkin spice? No, I don't. Because I don't know, people just assume that about me. Me either, sugar boom boom. My daughter did iced sunburn latte, which sounds really fucking good. It's espresso, ice, mocha garnish, raspberry, whipped cream, white lightning garnish. What the fuck is that? Listen, when I was in college, I lived in Starbucks. When I say I lived in Starbucks, because I had kids, it was the only place that I could go and like study. I would throw $20 in the tip jar, and at that time, I drank mocha frappuccinos, and they would just keep them coming. That was like the beginning of my coffee era. But a lot of this stuff sounds so good. So I'm going to have to try it. But then I get afraid, right? No, same. Because I'm going to spend $10 on a coffee, and then what if I don't like it? I guess I could give it to John in the closet. Stop. Me too, that's what I drink. I drink iced mocha lattes. I don't really stray away from that, but they looked so good. And all I wanted was I used to drink a lot of soda, and I'm going to be honest with you, when I stopped drinking soda, I lost a shit ton of weight. Like, legitimately 20 pounds. Sorry. I wonder if I could do that. What's a latte versus a coffee? Sorry, I mean, a latte is espresso, so it's not necessarily coffee. I don't like energy drinks. They make me they give me, like heart palpitations. I don't drink energy drinks. I'm telling you, they look good, don't they? Hi, Janelle. How's Tinny? I know, I talked to her before and I meant to ask, but I forgot. So, like, listen to me. I don't drink anything except iced mocha lattes. If I get up at 3 in the morning and I go to pee, guess what I'm drinking? Iced mocha lattes. Because before I go to bed, I get coffee. And because Stanley's are bomb, I drink it in the morning. I don't drink anything except iced mocha lattes. But I am starting to get tired of it. Cherry coffee. I don't like cherries, actually. Right, Kim. And then I wonder why I get kidney stones all the time. Maybe drink water? I drank a bottle of water when I had COVID. No, I'm sorry. I might have drank water last year when I got sick. I don't drink water. There's water in my coffee. And I know how stupid that sounds. And I understand that it's what it is. But I'm not changing. But I don't drink water. I sent my daughter a picture of a bottle of water I drank, and she was like, finally. Like, my daughter is 21, and she would probably tell you she's seen me drink anything but coffee maybe twice in her entire life. I just don't drink. That's what... Raggedy. That's my logic. I'm not shooting H or C, so let me have my fucking coffee. That's my logic. Really? Really? And I know it's probably not the healthiest, right? I get that. But like, I gave up the bad stuff. What's the coffee? Well, so that's the thing too. Struggles, especially if you have chronic illnesses, you probably should. I'm telling you, it just tastes like nothing to me. You know? Watch. You never drink water either? Is it that bad? Like 1 bottle a year? I'm asking my kid. Watch what she says. Well, hi Lady Di. I also think that there's different waters in different places. Like, don't drink the water if you're in Flint, Michigan. And I'm telling you, Kayla. Watch. I texted her, when was the last time you saw me drink water? Yeah, so I tried that, Vicky, because I really have tried. People have been telling me to drink more water since Odin. I don't remember, a lot of y'all might not know who Odin is, but she used to be on this app. She still has a page, but she doesn't really post. Her app was Odin is Watching. Love the woman. I probably learned, a lot of the things I learned from her. Okay? And she used to tell me, drink this, right? And I would be like, no. And I really tried to drink like flavored water because I don't mind like lemon flavored water. I just never got into it. You know? I'm sorry, Janelle. Did you tell me how Tinny was and I missed it? Because I suck at the comments. Me too, AJ. Me too. Me too. That's what I'm saying. Hi, Lolo. And here's the thing, Tiffany. New York City, excuse me. Hi, Nikki. Has the cleanest water, right? Like, but I couldn't do it. I would drink bottled water. I give my cats bottled water. I give my cats bottled water. All right, I give them bottled water. I don't know. Finn is up there. Billy was over here. Let me tell you what she did this morning. Okay, right. I give them bottled water. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, I might be getting a visit from Charlie and Papa very soon, and I'm excited. Good, I'm glad. Because I didn't realize how much I missed them until I was going through an old playlist looking for something, and I was like, oh, I miss Charlie. So I talked to my sister yesterday about it because the baby is getting so big. He's got teeth and he's crawling around. So yeah, I miss Charlie. I do miss Charlie. You'd think I miss Papa more because he was always up my ass, but Charlie is such a good dog. But when my mom got him, she was already old. She has injuries. You know, I know. Don't say that. You'll make me sad. But I don't mind. Dude, why does she keep talking about me? Charlie's the gold. Yeah, he's the big dog. Hi, why does she keep like bringing me up? Telling me that I'm not. I promise you. I will never, well, I don't want to say that, but I'm never posting a video regarding any of these locales ever again. Which one? Which psycho? You got to be specific around here. Yeah, it's just fucking weird to me. Oh, you know what? I will show y'all. Am I in New Jersey? No, I live in Florida. Does somebody want to give me a rundown? What happened to that? Where is that coming from? Did she say it today? Because I haven't really been around, y'all. I'm not keeping up with her. So I don't, what did she say? And what was I just gonna look for? I forgot. Fuck. I forgot what I was just looking for. I picked up my phone. I was gonna show y'all something, and then I forgot. I'm the leader of what? Who did? Lori or Gabi? Oh, she does. I heard she does, but I'm not. I got nothing over there. Right before I went live. No. I forgot, y'all. This is what happens. But there was something I wanted to show y'all, and then I got distracted. So It just is what it is. Listen, they just love to talk. I'm convinced that people just need something to talk about. It's super weird to me, but you know. Crash Out School was in session. Oh, today she's losing it. It's so embarrassing to me. Thank you, Nikki. Oh no, I'm the leader now. I barely even talk about this weird bitch. What is her problem? I know. I'm sorry, grumpy dude. This is just the new normal for me. I believe that, Tracy. I believe that. It's just my opinion. Me too. I like being. Oh, I love that. Hot oxygen is okay. I was going to Anita, because that was never gonna go anywhere. And in the book, thank you, Nosy One. Thank you. I'll give you a quick update. Leia is very happy. That's exactly what it was. So I appreciate you for bringing me back. Leia is very happy. Okay. She is not missing the destructive and vile, abusive home that she came from. She is happy where she is, okay? She is not sitting in her new home that is actually a home pining for Lori Jones. I promise you she's not. She is extremely happy where she is. And we love that for her, okay? She is a dog that will live a happy life. The owner of the dog has continued to thank me because she loves the dog. The dog is in a great environment. I know, Cookies, I know. And it makes me sad because every time I see that dog's face, I could see that she's sad. And it's fucking awful. And I think she is. And I said that to her yesterday. She said, look at her, you did that. She's wrapped in blankets on my bed, fed twice a day, kibble, water, fresh water, and my co-pilot. She's now barking. I'm so lucky, and I thank you for caring about her. Okay? She is extremely happy in the home that she is in. I don't need to get on this app every day and update people about the dog because the dog is fine. I wish that she would give up the other one. But thank you, Nosy One. That's exactly what it was. She is living a happy life. She is not. That's a distant memory. Me either. I know. And Grumpy, I wish I could. I really do wish I could. But she won't. It's a matter of pride for her. Also, I will say this. She hadn't been bathed. She was filthy when the new owner did get her, and she hadn't been bathed. I don't even know who that is. Okay? She hadn't been bathed. Ever. She's a year old. She's not a fucking puppy anymore. And so, I don't understand why get the animal if you can't care for the animal. I'm looking for it. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Hold on, because I lost my text now phone number. I lost my text now phone for a while I moved. Lori never bathed that dog. Nope. I gave her a bath and she was nasty. Weird. That's weird. That one is a scumbag. That poor dog had oil from her skin and dirt thanks to Lori. Her eyes are so telling. She has expressive eyes. She really is a smart dog. She tries to play with the cat. They tease each other. She follows me all around. I noticed she doesn't necessarily like to play with toys, maybe because she didn't get any. Don't get an animal if you can't take care of it. It's crazy. I did hear, that's the one that Lori's begging to talk to, right? Somebody messaged me about, now she knows what love is. Exactly. Right, and like, y'all, it's anybody could provide shelter, food, water, and Lori can't even provide food half the time. She's fully vetted now. She wasn't. I know. And dogs are so, listen, my cats have more than I do. My cats have fucking every toy you could possibly imagine. They don't always play with them. Villy, actually today, hopped up on the kitchen counter because she's now into knocking shit off. She knocked my villain era cup off the counter. I know. And you know what? People aren't going to stop. They're going to continue doing it. I thought about that too. So I can't say anything. Yeah, so that's the point that she's at. She just fucking, I know. I don't understand it. It's almost like, I don't want to say narcissistic supply, but it's almost like that, right? They get these animals because it's like a mine will do the same. I already know. Y'all, Villy, I thought that she was going to calm down after she's gotten fixed. She has not. She is still absolutely fucking insane. Villy, where are you? She's probably sleeping on my bed. They are insane. She is insane. I caught her and Finn, actually. They were laying next to each other the other day. And this is the closest I've ever seen them. Hold on, I'm trying to get to it. I took a picture because it's the closest I've ever seen them. They don't like lay next to each other ever. Right? But look who came up. Look at Shiloh. Hold on. Where is it? I'm trying to get it. Shiloh came up in my Facebook memories the other day. Look. Yeah, Lay is good. She's happy. Look at him. I used to put him in one of those bag things that like you carry them around in. He was so cute. He was a good boy. But yeah, it's crazy. It's wild to me that, right, Shiloh, I miss Shiloh. He was my baby. Yeah, he was old though. No, he passed away. Yeah, Shiloh. Shiloh was a good boy. He was my road dog. He was my road dog. That dog came everywhere with me. As a matter of fact, if you want to go watch Tracy Noel's videos behind the paywall, Shiloh's in there. Yeah, Shiloh's in there. Fucking weirdos. He was the star of the show. He came everywhere with me. Everywhere with me. I mean everywhere. Everywhere. I certified him as an ESA, and he was always with me. Always. Yeah. He was 100% spoiled. He was 100% spoiled. But and you know what I find crazy is he had a dog stroller. Shiloh was a rescue. He was originally my mom's dog, right? And when the first time I met him, he bit me. And I lived in New York at the time. My mom lived in Cape May. But when they got older, after I got sober, years later, Charlie kept attacking Shiloh. So my mom, that's how he wound up with me. Because he was like my soul dog, legitimately. And my mom asked me to take him because she was afraid that Charlie was going to kill him. Because Shiloh didn't like Charlie. It was probably because he was anxious. So Charlie would come over to him, so Shiloh would just growl. And then that would put, hold on y'all. That would put Charlie on because Charlie really is a sweet dog. But I guess he just didn't like Shiloh growling. So that's how I wound up with Shiloh. But he was spoiled. He came everywhere with me. Everywhere. Always. Everywhere. It didn't matter where I was going. He came with me. I took him to Florida with me. Like he did not like the plane, but he came everywhere with me. He was good with my guinea pigs. He didn't really care for Finn when Finn, because Finn was a baby, right? Like he didn't really care for her, but he tolerated her. But he came everywhere with me, everywhere. Yeah. And he got super fat because I started cooking him chicken with like quinoa and green beans. And he got super overweight. And then he just got old. And he passed away. I have a video of him after I originally moved to Florida. It might be in my highlights. Let me see, because it's the cutest video. You hear his little feet running to me, you know. It's so cute. Hold on, let me see if it's here. Was it 2022? No, it had to be here. Maybe it's here. Hold on. Not then. No. When I first moved to Florida, I flew back, and my brother, who lived there at the time, he brought Shiloh to the airport, right? And look, he was so cute, but he got old, and that's what happens. But there is a video of him running to me at the airport. He was always with me. This is before I left. I left on the 15th, so it might be the next one, right? And you know how like different animals you just have a different connection with, if that makes sense. That's how I was with Shiloh. Even though Hera was a great dog, but Shiloh was just different. It was just different. I don't know how to explain it, but he really was. And he didn't see, he had a stroller. Because it was getting to the point where he was getting old and his legs were affecting him. So, and he loved to be outside. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to find this one video. But I can't. He was a great dog. Oh, does anybody want to tell me what she said so I don't have to go digging for it? She can't charge me. That's the problem. What's she gonna charge me for? She can't. There's nothing to charge me for. I don't do anything. I was well within my right to do everything I did to her. And she's lucky because I'm just not saying publicly what my moves are. But I haven't stopped. Don't plan on stopping either. I'm trying to find it, y'all. I'm sorry. Here we go. Look. Watch him run.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Hi, my boy! Hi! Hi! Do you so much?
I know, it's crazy. He was so happy to see me. But he got old, and that's what happens. They pass away. But he was such a good dog. He was such a good dog. Yeah. Yeah, it was the chicken though, Janelle. It was the chicken. Yeah, he was sweet. I missed it. Vita Slay it. Does Kai have it up? Is it today's live? I'll find it eventually. Nobody finds it strange that yet again in the middle of, I don't know, call me crazy, but it feels like today, right as I started, does Kai have it up yet? Yeah, I'll find it. You don't have to do that. Go through all that work. No, she hasn't posted in 2 days. I'll find it. Not that big a deal. I'm not worried about it. She could stay mad. They could all fucking stay mad. I'm good over here. Listen. It's going to be a mixed bag, honestly. I started the boarding school stuff, and the reason why I paused in between, so if you don't know, I write series down, right? These binders are series that I've done, okay? That I keep notes on everything. Thank you, beautiful. when I was doing the first episode, as I was starting to highlight the trial transcripts, I realized that there's a lot of things that I would have to break down in between. Does that make sense? So I figured if I added all of that before I got into the trial, it would give people more context, because the trial doesn't explain. I could only explain so much. So the hoodies, order a size up. Order a size up. Because if it shrinks, then I don't want to, I have a small, I think. But I have gained weight, so it's a little tight on me. But they're super comfortable. The hoodies are really comfortable. But that's why I did it that way. Is because, and you'll see the next episode that's coming out is the 98 investigation. In between, so I'm putting it in chronological order. Okay? So there's the 98 investigation. In between the 98 investigation and the 2010 investigation, I'm inserting a lot of testimony and in between things that were going on, because it comes up in the trial. In the trial, they tried to blame a lot of the crimes on the internet smear campaign, Liz Ionelli, and the Family School Truth campaign. Thank you, Talk Angel. So I paused on the trial so that I could fill in these gaps before I start that. Does that make sense? It made sense to me. Thank you, Lady Di. Because I would prefer to once I get to the trial, specifically, like the trial, I want to make sure that people have less questions. Right, and I'm a huge fan of context. I'm a huge fan of timelines. But the next two, there's two more major investigations, and that is fucking crazy to me. Crazy to me. Because if you think about it, right, let's just say this. If you think about it, right? Why were they able to operate? They should have been shut the fuck down. I've been thinking about, Morgan, adding Liz Ionelli's book in between as well. I don't know if I'm gonna, because Liz Ionelli, they tried to like pin it on her, and it was crazy. Lady, my brain doesn't work right. That's why I haven't been able to edit, because my brain is holding me up. Yeah, it's a lot. And when I was filming yesterday, I was like, this is fucking crazy, because nobody enforced it. And the New York State Education Department just fucking allowed it. And you'll see in the documents coming up, they're like, the state is pushing. The state, let me back up a second. I think it's in the 98 investigation. It might be, no, it's definitely in the 98. The agency is pushing Thomas Hogan, who was the commissioner of New York State non-public schools. He was pushing him, saying, we're getting these allegations of abuse and students being wrapped in blankets and duct tape. Okay. Oh, it's 100% money. But did you review? They're saying that this is in their policies and procedures, which you would have had to review. So what the fuck? It literally, there's a whole ass document that says it. It's crazy to me that they were able to persist like that. It blows my mind. Legitimately for another 25 years. It's crazy to me. It is so crazy to me. But it is what it is. And that's true, nosy one. Because, look, I will show you, because I have a friend that is a forensic accountant, right? Or something like that. She does something with math. And I asked her, because I saw, hi Mama C, I saw a screenshot that said that they made $7.5 million in 1 year. Okay. That's why they were comfortable doing it. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That's exactly why they were comfortable doing it. And I was like, what? $7.5 million. And the math looked off to me, but it's in my iPad, I'm sorry. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I don't remember what year it was, but yeah, $7.5 million. And I said it in one of the videos. You couldn't pay me $7.5 million to abuse one child. One child. Y'all abused thousands. Their entire families destroyed. Lives lost. And nothing. They didn't do anything wrong. Sure. Yeah, it's a rabbit hole. It sure is. I know. It's crazy to me. It really is crazy to me. I hope everybody has a good day. Happy Friday, Tori. I'm about to end. I almost said something that I wasn't. I hope everybody has a good day. Give me a chance. If you asked for Thanksgiving delivery, I'm gonna take care of it this weekend. I'm gonna get the deliveries out of the way, and then I'll start chopping away at the other orders. I hope everybody has a good day. Don't be a piece of shit today. Okay? Yes, I am. I get better every day. I would be much better if they let me go back to work full time. Anybody want to put in a good word for me? I'd appreciate it. I'm kidding. Have a great weekend. If you're in a really cold area, I hope you stay warm. Don't worry, it's not that much better here. And I will talk to y'all soon. I appreciate you. Thank you.